one of the trends that we've seen is that the privacy market has really seen significant amount of demand. And what we hear talking to a number of chief privacy officers has really solidified for us a number of different themes that we've seen, investment themes that we've seen across the privacy. You mentioned that there's the regulatory tailwinds, and it's important, and I think you can quantify some of that too. And I know just in today's conversation, there was quite a bit of discussion around that. But if you think about it and step back on who these regulations touch, we're really talking about over the next few years. Analysts will say about 2/3 of the world's population will be covered by some form of privacy regulation. And that whether that's personal data. And so we think about this modern digital economy now, where data is, quote unquote, the new oil. And what does exactly that mean when it produces value for how many enterprises aim to do business in today's digital economy? Just look in the U.S. Today there's almost 60% of the U.S. population is covered by several different state bills. And the expectation, of course, is that we're going to see more privacy legislation on the landscape. But the other thing too is when businesses think about the bottom line and they think about how different compliance costs may fit into that, in some ways, not being compliant with these new pieces of legislation, can be quite costly. And we're seeing different regulatory bodies really step up enforcement. And I don't think that's a trend that we're going to see abate. And what it's meant also too is that it's catalyzed some of the investment in services, helping organizations think about how to build a privacy strategy, now how to actually build and automate the product and the technologies to scale across their different organizations. And so even just over the past few years, privacy services have really quadrupled.